Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Crystal Isles, and oh my goodness, first off, this map is so cool. I mean, I know that ISO was amazing and they modded it, so it's kind of more of an official style map, but they kept in a lot of really neat stuff. And another one of those really neat things is the bee cave. Now, if you haven't been to the bee cave yet, the chords of it, just so you know, are 30-30. Give or take, that's the closest thing I can find, 31.2, 30.9 technically. There are lots of entrances to this thing, and what you do, you kind of just drop on down inside this bad boy, and you are into a honey-ridden cave. Now, there are like lots of different things inside of this, these funky looking like sticky things. This will slow you down because you technically get webbed in here. These worker bees will attack you, by the way, when you actually get close to their things, and I'll show you what I mean. So, there you go. They don't actually give you anything when you harvest them. You can get chitin and raw meat just like a normal bug, I guess, but it's not like you can get something from them. But what you're really looking for is this scoopy stuff right here. Yes, now we're talking. Look at that. That is really creepy, actually. So what you're going to do is when you harvest these guys right here, you get a bunch of polymer. Now, I have 3 tools here. You can't get anything with the dire bear, which I don't know if that's purposeful or not, but you're not supposed to be able to. I tried it, didn't work. So, I have a pick. When I hit it with a pick, I get organic polymer. This is on 1x, just so you know. So this is something where you'll get a lot more on any server that most people are playing on right now. But if you're playing official, this is still a pretty good way to do it, especially on Crystal Isles. All you have to do is fight off these giant worker bees of death, and that's pretty much the hardest part of this. So when you use a pick, that's how much you get. Let's go ahead and check our inventory. 5. So I got 5, I guess, from that. So not too bad. We're going to go ahead and use the hatchet now, just to show you the comparison, and you get 41. So this is a huge way to get a ton of organic polymer. Now you can also technically hit these guys and get some chitin, not too bad, and that's when you use the hatchet. So that's a big difference. Now I've brought in the mining drill as well, just to give a comparison to show you what the differences are. And start this bad boy up. Nothing. So anyways, you cannot get it with the mining drill. But with that hatchet, if you have a good hatchet in here, you can hack these things up and just get loads and loads of organic polymer. And look at this. I'm literally just running in a circle, and there are tons and tons of these things in here. Obviously, you have to get rid of the level 1 worker bees, and sometimes there's bears in this cave. But in all honesty, I mean, this is 100% worth it. You can't actually gather this. Sadly, I wish you could. But you get a bunch of bee honey. Look at this organic polymer that I've gotten. This is on 1 times, and I'm not even trying. So this is just the ultimate way to do it. Now, just to show you, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in some tames that hit like a hatchet, okay? So we're going to go ahead and bring in a Therizino just to give you a comparison. I've actually never tested the Therizino because I just thought of that when I was making this video. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. We're going to bring like a max level 1 in here just to see what you could theoretically get. And we'll go from there. Therizinosaurus. There we go. Alright, so this guy right here cannot harvest that. I don't think he can harvest any of this. He gets fiber out of that. And he doesn't get anything out of that. So what does he get from hitting this? The answer is nothing. He gets nothing from hitting this. So this guy cannot hit that. So that kind of sucks. So the Therizino is out. So wood gathering styles are out of this one. We're going to go ahead and just so I can show you the dire bear, just to show you the comparison of what a dire bear would get out of this. Please work. There he goes. Okay, I was confused. So the dire bear, just so you can see, he doesn't get you the sting damage, so that's pretty nice when you're going in here. So you could bring a dire bear in here to shred everything for you, but not necessarily necessary. So when you hit it with this guy, you can't actually do anything. Notice that I'm still like trying to attack it, but unfortunately it just doesn't work that way anymore. So tames can't actually gather this. You have to do it on foot, which is pretty nice because, I mean, otherwise it'd be kind of overpowered. You can just get a load of polymer in this cave though. So it only comes from these smaller ones. There's nothing that you can do outside of that. I mean, you'll get a bunch of bee honey, so early game, it's pretty awesome for like veggie cakes and stuff like that, because that's pretty much one of the things that holds people back. You can't tame these bees as far as I am aware, these worker bees. I don't know of a way to tame them, at least, so keep that in mind. But you can get a ton of polymer just by running around in here. If you're on like a 6x server, I mean, think literally you're getting 6x what I'm getting right now, which means you're ending up coming out of this cave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 120. You're going to end up, so right now I'm just shy of 1,000, and I've only spent maybe 5 minutes in here not trying very hard on 1x. On an increased server, just multiply that number by whatever I'm at right now. So pretty cool stuff. I love when they include something like this. This is a huge organic polymer gain. Easy for low-level tribes to get this. So it really does open up the kind of playing field for everybody. Again, I think Ark did it right with this one. I can't think of any other tames that might be able to gather this stuff. But that's my personal opinion on this one. You can run through this cave, and I'll just kind of show you as I go through this what you can really, truly expect to get if you run this thing. But it's pretty crazy. I think last time I ran this on my personal server, I ended up with like 25,000 or something just absolutely crazy. And this cave is monstrous, just so you can see. I'll kind of take you around. So here's an entrance over here. I'll give you the chords of it too. 31.8, 31.6. There's another entrance over here. 30.9, 30.7. I think those are the only two entrances other than the top entrance, which again we already talked about. I'm not aware, but I do not think that you can build in here. Oh, you can. So you could build a base in here. Okay, that's unfair. I did not think about that. And there's a lot of space back in here you can go into. You could literally build like a 1x1 in here. Just hop in here every now and then, just down here, and end up with a whole bunch of stuff. Down here, there's just, I mean, you got some basic crystal, so nothing special about that. And some water. It's pretty deep water, but it doesn't go anywhere, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it does, at least in order to get anywhere. And it's not too bad. So this cave itself, I'm going to keep showing you for like the next 3 minutes, and I'll kind of explain why this is so good. 3-4 minutes maybe, I don't know. I think it might take longer than that to clear this entire cave, but it's pretty cool that they added this. Now, if you have been checking out some of the videos that I've made for my server, awesome, cool. If you haven't, little mini promotional, if you want to come play with us, we have a PvP and PvE aspect to our server, where you're welcome to come play and, you know, just have some fun, because PvE tribes are safe. PvP tribes, it's like more of like a gentle human beings type of PvP, where it's for fun. It's not for wiping, it's not for that kind of stuff. It's just to play the game and have fun. Not for somebody that wants to put in 9 million hours a week and DDoS and all that kind of stuff. This is more of meant for people that just want to play the game. That's a cool screenshot. That's really neat. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and continue hitting things just so you can see. This is 1x again. So for those of you that are like, oh, there's no way, this is 100% 1x. But you could, oh my goodness, I forgot how much they're on black boxed. Okay, let's go ahead and drop the poly, see how much I have, and we'll just check it via that. So 2,000. I have 2,000 organic polymer on 1x. So that's just bonkers. Okay. And this stuff does spawn back pretty quickly. So by the time you ran down to the bottom of this and ran back up to the top, you would probably have new bee honey waiting for you, which is cool. And these are wild tameable dire bears in here. So if you're looking for some easy dire bears, this is a good way to go. Oh, is that another entrance? I didn't know about that one. Good way to go about taming some dire bears for yourself. So, all right, so we're just going to say that last bunch was, I think it was like 1,800-ish. So we'll say 1,800, and we'll go from there to see how much we can actually gather. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. There's like these big ones that don't appear like they're harvestable, but they are. Just remember that they're harvestable. I think this is another entrance back in here. Not entirely sure, to be honest with you, but you could probably put up a base in here too, now that I think about it. Oh boy, I can't see. There we go. Okay. So about the only crappy thing is being webbed, but it doesn't do any damage to you. It just slows you down, just like an Arenio thing. So you get honey in here, which counts as food too. So really, this is just an amazing cave that everyone should be running, especially early game. Like early game, oof, polymer can be so hard to come across, especially because sometimes you got to do things like kill a whole bunch of Carcanos, or kill the Hesperornis, or things like that. Man, it gets dark over here fast. Okay, can't see a thing. But this is just an amazing little trick. So, and remember, hatchet, not pickaxe. I thought it'd be a pickaxe because you're trying to break apart the stuff to get polymer, but hatchet seems to be the way to go about it. I don't see any more down there. I don't see any more over here. Am I missing any? I don't think so. I think I've run the whole cave, right? Let's go ahead and check. There is Xenos, clear. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Right. Nope, don't see anything. Cool. So that whole cave just got ran with organic polymer. And I came out on a one-time server with... Wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. 8 times 120. Give or take, I came out of there with 3,000 polymer. Pretty crazy on 1x. That's insane. So hopefully this video helps you out, and I really do hope it, works for you. All right, teach out.